Here we go.
Welcome to Podcast 360. Podcast 360 is a new show from the Podcast Academy and DCP that's part game, part masterclass, where we demystify podcasting through conversations with company founders and leaders. Each week, our podcast experts will interview each other to get a closer look at how they came up in the industry.
I did release the first streaming radio app in 2005. It ran on 3 Symbian phones, and it cost $20 in data charges to listen to an hour. So not very many people did.
It is a bit of an education, and we have certainly turned away clients who have come to us, and it's been a vanity project where they want to become famous or they want to become influencers, and all they care about is the number of people that are listening to the podcast, less about the value that they're getting from the content.
So I started in the music industry about over 20 years ago, and I realized after a decade, I was spending a lot of time crafting talent and making other people's dreams come true. And I would often meet those goals and make other people's dreams come true. And then at the end of the day, after years and years of putting in work, I didn't own anything.
We'll also learn about the trends, successes, and failures they've seen along the way.
I think the future of podcast monetization will always be in the live read. I think that the nature of the medium, that will always be at its core and its base.
The most successful shows that I have ever worked on and the most successful shows that I've been aware of were not overnight successes. It takes time, it takes effort, and it takes a commitment to the long haul.
The data point that I'm most fascinated by for the industry, and the one that I probably use the most when client pitches, is that 94% of people who start a 30-minute podcast episode end up listening to the entire episode, whereas a 30-minute video only has a 12% completion rate.
Whether you're a podcast listener or creator, you won't want to miss what these industry leaders have to say. Get a 360-degree view of podcasting with Podcast 360, launching on August 8th with new episodes every Tuesday.
Here we go.
Make sure you follow us at DCP Official and at The Ambies on Instagram for show news and updates.